Hi there, I'm Cindy Davis, Content Director for AV Technology. And with me today is Jatan Shah, QSC President in 2025 AVIXA Chair. We're here today to discuss the announcement in October of the $1.2 billion acquisition of QSC by Acuity Brands. Thank you for joining me, Jatan.
Hi, Cindy. Great to be here.
I'm really thrilled to be able to talk to you about this. I've been dying to. So, first off, for those not familiar with Acuity Brands, tell us a bit about that company.
Sure. Acuity Brands, they're a market-leading industrial technology company. And they're based out of Atlanta, Georgia, as a headquarter. And then they use technology to solve problems in space, light, and more things to come. They have two business segments. One is the Acuity Brands Lighting, and then the second one is called the Intelligent Spaces Group. And they design, manufacture, and bring to market products and services that make differences in these in people's lives. So yeah, and we're excited to be part of this future.
Nice, nice. So, what does the acquisition of QSC mean for the AV industry and the future of intelligent spaces?
Sure, this is a pivotal moment in the way we think about this because as an AV industry, we've been talking about convergence with IT for the last 15 years, 20 years or so, and this is a moment where we are actually expanding beyond our traditional AV, where we were talking about adjacent industries, and this is an example where how a technology play can expand AV into the spaces and make real impact to the end users. So the way we're looking at it is that the QSC's expertise in audio, video, and control, and when you combine it with Acuity's innovations in space technologies, that helps build smarter, more efficient, and people-centric solutions for end users. And when we think about our AV industry, we are uniquely positioned to harness the eyes and ears of every environment, and that's the data we have access to that unlocks transformative opportunities. And then you collaborate that with what Acuity does from their data-driven and sustainable solutions approach. That just it's a great combination of the two worlds. So by joining Acuity, it's a new exciting chapter for us, and we're just aligned in our focus to use technology and data to reimagine and elevate the potential of connected spaces.
Interesting. So, you mentioned intelligent spaces. So, what opportunities do you see for QSC as part of the Acuity Intelligent Spaces, especially in accelerating growth and expanding into new markets?
Sure. I mean, interestingly, the way Acuity defines intelligent spaces, their focus is on how a building operates. And when you think about QSC, we are focused on what the occupants do inside those spaces, right? So when you're combining the two, that integration of what the heating, cooling, all the ventilation, refrigeration, all those things that the Acuity has been focusing on control standpoint, and then you're combining with what QSC does in our solutions for the AV. So that's one. Second is that when you look at the global presence, we have a global presence in US, Europe, Asia, many markets around the world. And we think that we can bolster Acuity's international reach with the regions and our hubs, our experience centers, and the infrastructure that we have. So this collaboration, it brings the two organizations and unlocks potential for new vertical markets and also across different industries. So and of course, and from a technology standpoint, as I was mentioning, we are very strategically adjacent industries. Your building management place, and then you have within the Intelligent Spaces Group, and then we have our AV side of Q-SYS.
I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised that I haven't seen an acquisition and merger like this happen until now, because it certainly makes sense. The building management side and the people side. So congratulations. I mean, it just really makes sense. I think I can't wait to see what you've got coming up. So, how will the partnership with Acuity enhance the ability of Q-SYS to create smarter, more adaptive spaces?
It really comes down to data. As I mentioned earlier, when we are thinking about how data is generated, Acuity believes that data is generated in a build space from managing a build space from what happens in a building space, from who is in the build space. So, all of these can come together in unique ways to make meaningful differences for the occupants. And so, from our technology standpoint, but also like, when you think about our talent standpoint, two organizations can bring significant talent to bring solutions that make a significant impact on our end users.
Absolutely. And you mentioned data driven. Qt's got a data driven vision and QSYS technology, but I've known QSYS for a long time, and certainly very data driven as well. So it sounds like that's really a very good match. So what excites you most about combining the two companies, technology and data driven vision?
I think the what excites me the most is the fact that we can combine the two technologies to drive solutions for end users. That's one. Second, even for our whole industry, this is a step forward. Well, we've been talking about our platform and ecosystem for a while in terms of we can't do everything on our own, and thereby by having more ecosystem partners, we can extend the value that's possible. This is just a prime example. In fact, that's how this relationship started. We started talking to Acuity about and as an ecosystem partnership, and that led to this. So I think that's what's most exciting for me, that now some of the smart AV intelligent solution spaces that we've been talking about for a while, it's going to become real. And that's what I'm most excited about. And of course, being part of an organization that sees the technology vision, they sees the value of people. Uh, there's just so much common vision that we see, and that's what's most exciting for me.
Great, great. So let's talk about trends. What are you seeing? Trends that will align with the vision of both QSC and Acuity.
Sure. I mean, from the trend standpoint, when you think about the outcomes that we can deliver for our customers, we talked about smart meeting rooms and energy efficient operations. Things again we've been talking as an industry. We think that with us coming together, we can achieve some of this vision that has been discussed. When you think about real estate strategies for companies and how you can reimagine underutilized spaces, enabling smart collaboration, energy efficiency, communication-driven environments, all of those type of strategies that are going to be possible with this combination. Also, with adaptive scalable technology, Q-SYS, of course, ensures cost-effective integration of future-ready solutions. And then now we can evolve with the business needs and deliver lasting value and performance. So we think that intelligent spaces, that's going to be a lot more real with the combination of QSC and Acuity.
Great. Really excited and can't wait to see what's coming up. So I'd love to, QSYS, Joe and QSYS talked about AI for such a long time. How do you see AI? What role do you see AI playing in this QSYS Acuity? Uh,
Actually, AI is actually at the forefront of our thinking as we think about future of our company, our industry. And in fact, Acuity talks about it from data standpoint, right? And what the power of data. But what do you do with the data? There's a lot of AI, and then the power of AI that can actually make that data work for you and then bring more solutions. So we're very aligned. We might be talking slightly differently in terms of how we think about AI, but at the same time, our vision is very aligned in terms of, eyes and ears everywhere. We talk about the data access in AV. Acuity talks about the data access through the different building management systems and the solutions that they have in place. We can just harness the power of this combined data, right? And then apply the AI and machine learning algorithm, and then bring the outcomes that make sense for end users. I mean, that's really where how we see the role of AI, and that continues to be an exciting topic for us.
oh, good, good. So curious. I know a lot of people are curious what's going to happen with branding between Acuity and QSYS. Has that been decided yet?
Usually, the way Acuity manages is that if you even look at the current portfolio, there are brands that they have either acquired or they have their own brands. There are many brands that have existed. So you should expect us to continue similar, same brands, QSC and Q-SYS, for foreseeable future.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jatan. It's been a really a pleasure to talk with you, and I can't wait to hear what's coming up.
Thank you so much, Sandy. Appreciate it.